Can a side-by-side work as hard as a pickup truck does? We are gonna find out by putting this brand new Canamdefender 6x6 to the ultimate test at the Happy Yak Ranch. Thanks, David, for working with us today.
So glad to have you again.
Is this gonna be a really good ranch vehicle?
Well, at first glance, it looks like the perfect ranch vehicle. A lot of the side-by-sides have a little bit limited capacity on the farm. This one's capacity is quite amazing. We're going to put it to work today. I've got some jobs on the farm that need to be done, and I figure, hey, what better chance to check out the Defender and put it to work. I think it'd be a good idea to see how the Defender does and maybe max that one out.
First up is the payload test, and we're going to start by loading a giant hay bale that weighs about 1,500 pounds. But before we do that, we got to turn this Defender into a flatbed. So removing the bed sides are actually very simple. There's 2 bolts on each side at the end, here at the back, and then they slide right out. You just have to disconnect the tailgate.
Slide it back and lift it up.
Is that pretty heavy, or how heavy is that?
No, I'd say maybe 25 pounds or so.
So not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Okay.
Those things are stout.
Yes. Woohoo! Yes! I got it! For reference, I brought a brand new 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, and this giant hay bale will never fit into the back of the Tacoma. So to continue the payload test, we're gonna load a massive log into the back of the Tacoma and then do the same thing with the Defender and compare them on our off-road course we call Yakadega 500. So according to the payload sticker, with all the accessories that this truck has, I only have about 945 pounds of max payload. That's not a lot. We estimate this log at about 800 pounds, and I'm still not touching the bump stops, so I have a little bit of suspension left. All right, it's time to get the Tacoma on the Yakadega 500. So while the Defender 6x6 has 6-wheel drive, of course, I only have 4-wheel drive here, but I'm using every trick I have. I'm going for it. The log is moving just a hair. So the Defender has a composite bed, and so does this Tacoma, also has a composite bed. Okay, so now this is the biggest challenge of them all. Okay, I'm using my camera system. I'm gonna drop down into the creek. Dropping into this rock garden and just kind of traversing it easily. I'm gonna select second gear, pick up a little bit of space. The log is still in place, so with a full load and a little bit of suspension left, the Tacoma did the entire track. Nice. Well, David, so we put the same log that we had in the Tacoma on the bed, but I want to make it more challenging.
Okay. Well, let's tie another log to it.
All right, so let's haul a log and pull a log This is a purpose-built vehicle, 6-wheel drive, so I want to make it a little bit more difficult.
And knobby tires.
And big knobby tires.
Yeah.
Haha! You know, this engine on the Canam Defender, it's a twin-cylinder Rotax with 82 horsepower and 69 pound-feet of torque, but with low gearing and the CVT transmission and 6-wheel drive enabled, it should be a beast. That's insane! I gotta say, I'm very impressed with how the 6x6 did. Pulling the log, carrying the big weight up that steep creek side. Wow. Alright, now we need to get rid of the log and move on to the next test, which is towing. Alright, let's try to dump this.
You better be ready in case it rolls off the side that we don't get crushed.
Yeah. Okay. 2, 3. Oh! Yes!
Yeah,
Yes!
yeah, baby!
Oh! Yes!
Success!
How my your muscles are huge! Whoa! Yakadega 500 or 1000 are complete, so that was the payload and a bit of off-roading. This right here is a base model of the Defender 6x6. The starting price is just under 19,000 bucks. You can also get an XT package. You could also get a package for hunting with camouflage. Prices can go up. It can go up to about $24,000 approximately with all the options. You can also get heater, HVAC system, kind of sides, windshield, roof. So you can actually equip this properly to be a really great work vehicle. With the payload and most of the off-road tests out of the way, it's time to get to towing. David, what are we gonna do?
Number one, I sold some calves this week,
Okay.
but I got them up on winter pasture. So we're gonna load up the horse trailer with my panels.
Okay.
They're portable panels that we can make a corral. So the trailer, I think it weighs somewhere around 2,000, and then the panels are a good 1,000 pounds inside there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that'll pretty much max out its towing capacity.
Okay.
Well, so far this feels pretty in control. I'm pretty impressed at what kind of power it has to get out of its own tracks.
Okay, I think we established that the 6x6 Defender can tow a trailer, even 3,000 pounds, a little bit more than that, with great confidence.
On the mountain, you see that mountain right there?
Yeah.
I want to take the Defender and the Tacoma up the top, and there's a few logs that fell down because all that burned a few years ago. Pull them out of the way and see the capability of this 6x6.
The 6x6 is equipped with a 4,500 pound Warn winch. Let's see if it's strong enough to get this massive tree out of the way. Okay, well this is like probably several tons, right?
Yeah, we need a chainsaw. We forgot our chainsaw today.
Yeah, oh darn. But I'm still very impressed, dude. I was able to actually pull it down in 6-wheel drive with the winch working too.
Well, that is nice. It's on flat ground. I'm going to bring the chainsaw up and cut this into firewood and take it home. I just wish I had a 6-foot box like this has. I mean, I've ridden in side-by-sides before, and they're fun to play in, but do they really do work? Maybe a little bit. You know, you can throw 3 or 4 bales in the back. But honestly, this thing's pretty impressive. I was most impressed today about towing that trailer with 1,000 pounds of panels in it, and it had no trouble getting it down the road.
I don't think we need to say anything more. I think you see that the Defender 6x6 is a true work machine. And guys, as always, go back to TFLtruck.com and TFLoffroad.com for all the latest real-world reviews, right, dude?
Let's blow away!
He's blowing away!